after the completion of the various ascending tracts. Now we are going to see what is the descending tract. As earlier in our description part we have seen descending tract which runs from brain to down towards the spinal cord. They are known as descending tract. Now try to understand, when there is the impulse generation in the brain, then they will send signal to the spinal cord, and from the spinal cord they will send signal to our peripheral part. So there is the activity in the hand. So that's why these descending tracts are also known as motor tract. Now these motor tract or descending tracts, they are two types, either the pyramidal tract or the extra pyramidal tract. So now we are going to understand what is the meaning of pyramidal tract and what is the meaning of extra pyramidal tract. Suppose this dilated bulb-like structure is the medulla. At center there is the central canal and gray matter and the white matter. We will see medulla after this topic. That medulla is nothing, it is the upper continuation of the spinal cord. So from the front view of the medulla, there is the one central elevation is seen which is known as pyramid, while the lateral elevation is seen which is known as olive. Now descending tracts are coming down and they are passing from medulla. तो ऐसा ट्रैक्ट जो पिरामिड से होकर के पास होता है, कैन यू सी, passing through the pyramid, known as the pyramidal tract. These pyramidal tract, they are crossing at the lower part to the opposite side, and maximum number of the fibers, they are reaching to the lateral side of the spinal cord. So these tracts which are coming from above to the down, they are motor tract and passing from the pyramid. That's why known as the pyramidal tract. And you can also observe that these pyramidal tracts, they are crossing together at the midline, at the lower part of the medulla. This crossing of the pyramidal tract is known as pyramidal decussation. Because you know this pyramidal tract is the motor tract, that's why this pyramidal decussation is also known as motor decussation. So this is very important point as well as MCQ for Viva. Now see, there are other tracts also which are passing outside the pyramid. So these tracts which are passing outside the pyramid, they are known as extra pyramidal tract. Again, this extra pyramidal tract, two types. Yes, extra pyramidal tract stimulatory, while the extra pyramidal tract inhibitory. You will study better in physiology what is the function of the extra pyramidal tract, just to support the pyramidal tract. So any kind of the activity performed by the pyramidal tract, yes, what is the function of pyramidal tract? It is responsible for the motor activity. So the motor activity is supported by the extra pyramidal tract. Any kind of the movement, any kind of voluntary movement in our body is done by the pyramidal tract and it is supported by the extra pyramidal tract. तो pyramidal tract जो भी काम कर रहा है उसे स्टिमुलेट करने का काम कौन करेगा? एक्स्ट्रा pyramidal tract स्टिमुलेटरी, जबकि उसको इनहिबिट करके बैलेंस करने का काम कौन करेगा? एक्स्ट्रा pyramidal tract इनहिबिटरी. We will see later in detail. And you can also observe in this image that this pyramidal tract is coming from the cortex. That's why this is known as cortico, and it is going to the spinal cord. That's why spinal bundle of axon. That's why known as the tract. Now see, the maximum part of these fibers, they are reaching to the lateral side of the spinal cord. So this bundle of axon will be known as lateral cortico spinal tract, while very few fibers, they are not crossing and they reaches to the anterior part of the spinal cord, that will make the bundle of another group, that will be known as anterior corticospinal tract. Means corticospinal tract two types, lateral corticospinal tract and anterior corticospinal tract. So we are going to see in detail about this all the things. So what is the classification of motor tract or descending tract, or you can say efferent tract. It is two types, pyramidal tract and extrapyramidal tract. Okay, now the pyramidal tract is two type. Approximately 80%, few books also mentions like the 70%, 75% fibers crosses opposite and forms lateral corticospinal tract, while 20% of the fibers they are uncrossed and they are running on the anterior part of the spinal cord, so known as anterior corticospinal tract. Now try to understand extrapyramidal tract on the basis of their function. They are extrapyramidal tract stimulatory or extrapyramidal tract inhibitory. But what are the various tracts according to their location? We have already seen in transverse section of spinal cord showing various tracts. But just for your notes we are writing here. We have written one trick, R 2 times O, V and the T. R for, yes, rubro spinal tract, R for reticulo spinal tract. Again it was divided into the lateral and medial reticulo spinal tract. O for olivospinal tract, V for vestibulospinal tract, T for tectospinal tract. Okay, so these are the various descending and the motor tracts. Now we are going to see in detail the pyramidal tract, which is very important. Okay, because on the basis of this pyramidal tract description we will be able to understand the upper and the lower motor neuron paralysis.